So that takes us nicely onto ethics and social value.
We have strong ethical principles and put these principles to the fore when selecting supply chain partners. Any product that carries the Lyreco logo goes through stringent checks and auditing to ensure these factories have safe working conditions and respect child labour legislation before we align our brand name to any of these products. Nespresso are a prime example of a sustainable and ethical supply partner, so take the opportunity today in the exhibition to talk to them about their Positive Cup campaign.
And so where does social impact come into all this? Okay, so for you, those of you at last year's convention, I spoke to you about the sales impact of cause marketing or emotionally driven marketing campaigns versus the traditional approach. How having a purpose with both your brand and your messaging creates a point of difference that drives sales and builds brand loyalty. And I still stand by that approach, and it is becoming more prevalent than ever.
We all know technology is driving what some are calling the fourth industrial revolution, having an even greater impact on everyone's lives. And with the scope of information available online, easily accessible and shareable, consumers, both B2C and B2B, expect business leaders to take on a bigger role in society. A more responsible role, not only with regard to our environment and planet, and more than just running their companies.
A large, responsible corporate business also takes care of the environment with a keen eye on ethical behaviour. They also play a leading role in our local communities and internationally by giving something back. Lyreco for Education, as many of you will already know, is our core charity programme, started back in 2008, to give back to children living in poor, underdeveloped countries. And in that time, we supported many projects and raised almost €3 million for children across the world. Last year, we launched our 6th Lyreco for Education programme in Cambodia, so let's just take a look at what happened since then.
Cambodia to follow the progress of the first year of our Lyreco for Education programme. Like Nari, Somnang and so many others, children can already benefit from your strong commitment and generosity. Yes, you can actually see the first results. Thanks to the €250,000 you raised together, teachers are being trained. More than 10,000 highly motivated children and teenagers will have access to science and new technologies. The building of the new boarding house has started. It will soon welcome 60 students who live far from school. New hygiene and sanitation systems are operational. Since the start of the school year, students can enjoy the new sports equipment. For both boys and girls, Lyreco for Education promotes equal access to long-term quality education. Throughout 2020, you will discover the daily lives of 5 children and a teacher. Riaksa, who loves to learn Khmer literature. Mas, who looks after the house when her parents are away. Sambat, a young teacher who shares his passion for ITC with the children. Sok, who's impatient to live in the new boarding house. Nari, who shares fun times with her boarder friends. And Somnan, the courageous little boy who works in the fields after school. You will discover how your commitment can give them and the 10,000 children we support a brighter future.
Continue our LFE efforts this year for such a worthy cause, and as you can see, what we contribute, all of you, really does make a difference, so thank you for that. But close to home, more and more customers are now expecting and asking for businesses to give back locally. So last year, we also had over 50 local social value projects, ranging from local schools, refuge centres to end-of-life cancer charities.
And when we say local, this could be local in Airdrie, in Scotland, Warrington, London, as well as Telford. We're extremely proud of our continued commitment to children in need. And this year we have a short video showcasing our Peabody project in London, which focuses on children in underprivileged areas and what the world of work is really like.
The programme is a really invaluable way for young people to actually get some hands-on experience outside of the school environment. It gives them an opportunity to find out a little bit more about careers, try and raise some of their own aspirations and allow them to apply that in a setting outside of the school environment.
You would always have to pay £1 delivery fee instead of £5.
Would you say that we have a deal?
Yes, we do.
I do think the Lyric Aid Careers experience helps young people to think that anything is possible.
Or if I could achieve anything, I'd like to, first of all, pass my GCSEs, I could become a doctor.
If I could achieve anything, well, to be honest, that would be to become a marine biologist.
If I could achieve anything, it would be to become a history teacher.
My biggest goal is to be a doctor. When I'm a doctor, when I get more money, then I'm going to go my parents' farm and give them whatever they want.
I really want to make my mum proud actually, and all my family.
Going to university and getting a good job, making my parents happy and making them proud of me.
If I was to get a grade 6, I'll be so happy.
Some of the skills I've learned today would be brilliant for the future.
It actually made me think about what I want to do when I'm older, because I've always been into maths and stuff, but after today, I kind of want to do something else.
This could help me be more confident in terms of the world of work.
It's given me the opportunity of thinking about stuff I've never done in the past, and I never thought about entering the business world, but I might want to enter it now.
I think it'll help me in sixth forms and when I'm going into the world of work.
I was able to get it's a speaking interview, and I was able to get to the point that I was able to be chosen. That shows that I could possibly do really well in my English GCSEs.
Project to work on. You might have spotted him in the video, but it's an initiative led by Public Sector and Dave Byron, and hopefully one which we will support more of as we move forward. But I know most of you will agree that Lyric brand and all of the good work we do is like the world's best kept secret, for which we don't shout from the rooftops or leverage on media as much as we could. But for me, as a marketeer, that actually makes us quite unique, because there's a clear difference between strategic CSR and responsive CSR. So unlike the masses and all of those making all the noise, they're just responding. Even Amazon, who are only committing to their global sustainability goals after the employees threatened a mass walkout.
We haven't reacted. That's not how we work. We work proactively, and in the main, we haven't done all that we do just for the sole purpose of just closing the deal. We do much of this because it's just the right thing to do. It makes us who we are, and for that, we should be proud. That understated yet trusted and transparent approach will differentiate us and build trust with customers. Yes, commercials and return on investment are important too, but sometimes it's difficult to quantify the impact immediately. Longer term, however, the stats speak for themselves.
So, from 2020, we will continue the work we started last year with a raft of key projects and activity across the business that will bring both brand credibility and brand visibility, as we make a move to stand out from the crowd and move away from those conversations on price alone. If we continue to create the content, to educate, and more importantly, create insight, we begin to add value. Our B2B customers are coming to the table more prepared and better educated than ever before. And we can successfully use our CSR strategies as just one example to support growth. Supplying and distributing the product is just an expectation nowadays. Selling insight, however, will be much more powerful. Customers today do most of their own research online. They're 60% of the way through the sales cycle before they engage a salesperson. They don't even need any more information on products anymore. But what they will want from you and what they'll want from us is insight. So it won't just give you that, but it'll give you much more to talk about. And we want to position ourselves as being ahead of the curve as a business with big ambitions to make a difference. A business with a conscience.
From continuing our work on global environmental projects, working with our key suppliers to reduce the amount of packaging on our products.
Reduce the amount of unnecessary packaging that we handle, which in turn helps our customers towards their own sustainability and waste objectives.
Our green van commitment that gives our own fleet a further edge against third-party delivery services.
Our eco-future policy commitments.
Working on our charitable, international and local projects and give back to our local communities.
Supporting British manufacturing, which supports the local economy.
Our move to a greener product basket, which grows every year.
Our recycling services and strategic partnerships in waste management.
To educate our customers on the impact consolidated delivery will have on their carbon footprint.
And to show them what ethical and sustainable supply chains can really mean to their business.
But we know that most customers will not read a 100-page CSR report. Who does? I know you do now. So, we need to equip you with enough information to allow you to tell our B story. And by B story, we mean our corporate social responsibility story, covering everything that we do that aligns to what our customers want from a supplier in this area. Something that means we all speak the same language when we talk about Lyreco to our customers, prospects, friends and family, because we are Lyreco.
Our We Are Lyreco website is in its infancy, but will evolve into 2020 to deliver all of this positive messaging to our customers. We're now building a voice within the wider media, which we've never had before, with articles strategically positioning us as a clear leader in CSR right at the fore.